¿Qué pasa, Rockies fans? We are in August 2026, and while we did have some frustrating news, as again 44-68 on our season, we just had a fire sale. The acquisitions we thought were going to bring us into a better place, we have sold off. And welcome to Colorado. Sterling Thompson is right. The debut of Sterling Thompson, followed by the debut of Bobby White. Here's how our prospects rank up in terms of how everyone views everybody. Parra actually above Leonard here in this graphic. But the number one ranked farm system, and we're going to take two of our brightest, our number 7 and our number 3, and put them on the big league club. It is time to see what they can do. We're going to be putting Thompson in the outfield to begin, obviously with third base being wrapped up with Nolan Jones, and right field, still didn't love what we saw from Veen so far this year, and with Grisham gone, this is going to be a Veen versus Thompson basically battle to see who is going to be our top guy. First at bat against Robbie Ray, he's going to strike out on a knuckle curve. Don't feel bad. Too bad, young fella. He strikes out even the best hitters in the game. He's not going to strike out here, but will fall behind 0-2 and lift that one gently into left field on the way to second base before that one is caught. 0-2 to start the day for Sterling Thompson. Chopper over to second base. Estrada, a tough throw over to second base, but able to beat the runner. So a fielder's choice for Thompson in the ninth. Again, an 0-for-4 day as he is behind that fastball again. We got smoked by the Giants. Sterling Thompson struck out once, put 3 balls in play, 2 weakly hit, 1 just couldn't get through the infield. And that is the debut of Sterling Thompson. Now for the big debut we have been waiting for about a year now. Bobby White making his debut 2 years now, actually. As almost 2 years to the day he was drafted, he'll be making his MLB debut. About 25 months spent in our system before making it to the big leagues. Here how he was looking in AAA, a 3 ERA, 82 innings pitched, 6-4 record, a 1.27 whip, 79 strikeouts, and 26 walks for Bobby White. Again, the first draft pick I made as the GM of the Rockies is finally on the big league club. He'll be taking on the Cincinnati Reds, and what's important about the Reds is they took Sherwood Winchester, a guy that we wanted at 3, or was expecting to pick at 3, and he's going to be playing in this game. So White versus Winchester is going to be a storyline that we follow for years to come. Amador singles, and Tovar does a little bit more than just single. He's going to put this one deep into the seats here in Great American Ballpark. A home run in Ezequiel Tovar's incredible 2026 just continues to get better. Already up to 18 home runs, had 27 home runs in his year last year's breakout last year, and that price tag is still going up. $374 off of the bat. So 2 batters in, already 2-0 is Brandon Williamson, failing to get an out yet, and he'll continue right down the line. Jones late on the fastball, able to put that one in play still, and with good speed he ends up on second base. 3 up, 3 on, 2 runs come across, and Teoscar Hernandez lifts this one to left field, and he will double the score. 4 up, 4 across, 2 home runs for the Rockies, and just like that, a 4 spot before White even touches the field today. Puts him in great spot to potentially get a win in his first big league outing. Here's the stuff on him. Doesn't throw a lot of velocity, but makes up for it with good movement and good location of his pitches. Slider we added since he's been drafted, and it's been okay. First batter he gets, Tommy Edman. You are now a trophy, as Bobby White claims his first strikeout victim, as Edman watches that 12-6 just jump right in there. And look at Bobby. Gets the little handshake, gets the fist bump, and doesn't pitch like Corbin Burns, but sure does look like him. So if he can become someone like Corbin Burns, I'm sure we'll be happy. Will Benson tags him for a bloop single there. And Yanquiel Fernandez trying to keep that ball in the infield. He cannot. The first run will come across the score, and White in a little bit of a jam here as Matt Wallner brings the scoring up for Cincinnati. He's going to get Ellie De La Cruz, another milestone K for Bobby, getting one of the premier players in all of the league out with a fastball below the zone. And De La Cruz swings over the top of it. Amador, great dive to keep it out of the outfield, and that saved a run. Adele Amador picking up his fellow former top prospects, as we have two top 5 prospects. Amador was, I think, 5th topped out at, and Dahlia White, one of the top prospects in the league as well, and they help each other out. Donkeil Fernandez almost takes one in the gonads as he's learning first base. He is now our first baseman that Paul Goldschmidt has been out, something that we made a move in the offseason. He is obviously doing pretty decent. Trial by fire, it seems. And the at-bat we're all been waiting for, Sherwood Winchester against Bobby White. These two guys are two of the guys that we liked the most in the draft, their draft years. Sherwood was the guy that we thought we were going to get, and we were completely okay getting Bobby White. We loved it. It was really we loved both of these guys 100%, and whoever fell to us was just going to be it. Sherwood started the year off on the active roster, and Tovar robs him of a base hit. Good job ranging out into shallow center field, and the first matchup between Sherwood and Bobby goes to Bobby. We're going to bring it right back here as Tovar leads us off in the third inning. Still 4-1. Williamson still out there, and he probably shouldn't be, as Tovar absolutely laces this circle change left middle off against that outfield wall, and he will be into second base standing fairly easily. 23 home run doubles, and doubles were something that we didn't hit a lot of, and especially we really wanted to add more of that statistic to our lineup. Nolan Jones is right about 20. He has the 19th double. Tovar just got one. And Drew Romo said, why stop at 2? Let's go all the way around as Drew Romo takes that one to center field and rounds the bases for a home run. Make it 6-1 as the Rockies pulling away. Romo, his 12th on the season. I think he had 14 in his first taste of big league action last season. So already at that. And Max Clark, a former top prospect and top 5 overall pick by the Detroit Lions. Wrong sport, Detroit Tigers. A swap for him, and Matt McCain brought him to Cincinnati. And he lifts off against Bobby White. Home run, something that White has struggled with a little bit, as Winchester first pitch swinging, and the second battle goes to Bobby as well. And we'll see if he can calm down on those, especially once we get into course. Benson swings over the top of that, and it's going to be another strikeout victim for Bobby. He's through 5. Drew Romo again! Why not? Come for the good defense, stay for the bat getting hot, and that is a home run on each side of the plate for the switch hitter. As Jackson Kowar now in the game, and Drew Romo welcomes him with a bang. Look at this. Absolute rocket into right field. 396, 98 miles per hour off the bat. Beautiful. This one hit a ton out to right field. Sterling Thompson's going to track it down, but a leadoff double for Spencer Steer. And with an 8-2 lead, we're still going to give Bobby a nice leash, but he's trying to keep as many runs off the board as he can. De La Cruz into center field. That will be deep enough to score the run after Steer got all the way over third base. And finally out of the inning and through 6. We'll see if the day is done for Bobby White, but a quality start already for his first time pitching in the big leagues. Amador goes down swinging on a nasty slider by Jackson Kowar. A highlight, we're not seeing too many Reds highlights here, especially pitching-wise, as the offense already threw up 8 runs in 7 innings. Ezequiel Tovar is going to take another big swing, and he's going to see the left field seats again. 2 home runs for Tovar, 2 for Romo, and the Rockies 5 overall hit today. They are lifting off. Coors is an offensive field, but so is Great American Ballpark. And this one was absolutely tattooed. Lamont Wade's going to be a strikeout victim as Bobby White, his 4th strikeout here as he's trying to complete 7 innings in his first taste of big league action. And we got Sherwood Winchester again, 0 for 2 on the day. As we're seeing every pitch, every interaction between these two today. It's going to be these two are going to be linked forever in my mind and forever in a lot of Rockies' minds. And finally, Sherwood gets on the board with a single, and it's a 1 for 3 day against Bobby White. On the ground, and Nolan Jones is going to toss over to second base. Amador covering. That will do it for Bobby White. 7 complete. Gave up just 3 and is in line for the win, in line for the quality start. Romo is going to get another big hit, moving the runner over to third base as a 3-hit day for Drew. Really showing off offensively. We couldn't do anything with it. Ryan Weathers comes in, gets a strikeout, gets a second strikeout here in the 8th inning. And then all the way in the 9th, Weathers still out there. Yanquiel Fernandez lays out, and that will do it as the Rockies win in the debut of Bobby White. Couldn't do so with Sterling Thompson's debut, but could do here in Cincinnati. As Bobby White, who I believe is from Kentucky as well, so that's not too far away from Ohio. I'm sure he had a lot of friends and family. A lot of people from Kentucky are actually Cincinnati fans because it is a lot closer than you would think. I think the states are actually touch each other, but you assume Kentucky in the South and the Midwest with Ohio. Again, multiple home run day for both Tovar and Drew Romo. Bobby White, 7 complete, 7 earned runs, no walks, 4 strikeouts against the Cincinnati offense that did muster up 10 hits. Home run by Max Clark. Williams did not last very long. Tovar is going to be playing against the Nationals here. He has an opportunity to push this game in favor of Colorado. 5-5 in the top of the 9th. And it is the, again, Nationals and the Rockies. As Tovar first pitch swinging against Cade Cavalli, lifts it into deep center field. And that'd be plenty enough to move in the run. And the Rockies take the lead late here in the nation's capital, wearing their probably the best uniforms in all Major League Baseball. Dre Jameson's going to come in and blow 100+ by Brady House and then dot up the outside corner and secure the win for the Rockies. So the Rockies have a good clutch 9th inning and steal one. Later on, we have a series against Detroit where basically 3 out of these 4 games had some big moments in them. We're going to show you here in the bottom of the 10th inning. It is a 2-1 game with the Rockies trailing, and Tovar is going to put this one deep in the night sky as Doyle failed to get the run across, and Tovar will get the run across and more walk-off home run for the Rocks. As a 90 exit velo, that was Coors written all over it. Any other ballpark, that's probably a flyout in the end of the game. Here in Colorado, we have that luxury. Take the crown off of him, Bobby White, and let's celebrate Ezequiel Tovar winning it here for the Rockies. Look at it. It just hung up just enough, traveled just far enough, and just scraped over that wall. Left fielder had a chance of bringing it back, and it was close. You can see right here, but just over that yellow line, and that's all that matters. Next night, top 9, Rockies up 5-4 as Buddy Kennedy is going to take some pitches. It's Jameson trying to close things out. After last year where he was pretty solid, once you move him to the closer role, he's been okay. There's been some hits, there's been some misses. This one is a hit, just like the Nationals outing was. And with runner on second base, he strands him there. And the Rockies take another game from the Detroit Tigers. Following up the next night, Nolan Jones has a hitting streak that we have been monitoring, and he's taking on Ian Jabot, who I believe was the pitcher who gave up that bomb to Tovar, and Jones is going to have extra bases and actually will break this 1-1 tie with some speed on the base paths as Nolan Jones comes through clutch, setting up the opportunity for Jameson to again give us the save as 12 games for Nolan on his hitting streak. Colt Keith walks on 4 pitches, and now 2 to start the inning are on for Jameson. Gets one by Hunter Renfroe, former Brewer, Padre, Ray, Red Sox, Angel, Royal. Insert any team here, and he's played for him probably. One of the all-time journeymen we've seen at least in the last 15 years. Noel V. Marte just past the diving glove of Chris Bryant. Veen having trouble with it, and this is a tied-up ball game, and 2 are in scoring position with just 1 out. And again, we mentioned this with Jameson. He's been hit and miss, and this one a little bit more of a miss. Justin Henry Malloy, former top prospect, swings over the top of that one for the second out of the inning. And look at this slider. Nice drop of 7 inches, good spin rate, and it's popped up by Miguel Amaya, former Cub prospect, and Rafaela is under it. And we are going to go into the bottom of the 9th inning, and that man right there, Zach Veen, will lead us off with Rafaela and Kevin Smith on deck. And Zach Veen said, "Kevin, put your bat down. You don't need it. We're going home right now." Off the top of the yellow there, that yellow line, and it is 2 walk-off home runs in this series on top of a clutch save and some really, really, really good games in what could probably be the series of the season against Detroit. Winning all 3 of those games that we saw, I believe going 3 out of 4, maybe even 4 of 4 against the Tigers in a pretty great August midweek season with both teams have nothing to play for. A sneaky, really good series to watch. This takes us to a full game against the Atlanta Braves here at the end of the month, and we're looking at Bobby White yet again. His first action we're seeing here at Coors. Atlanta Braves over 500, but still trailing the Phillies in that division, where the Phillies have really came up and done wondrous jobs as taking over really the National League East, where everyone thought it was going to be the Braves, is the Phillies. A career year forming for Youngkeel Fernandez. The average is up from last year. The home runs and the RBI on pace to be records, and he is having another great power hitting season. Bobby in 3 games started, picked up 2 wins, thrown 20 innings, a whip under 1, 15 strikeouts in those 20 innings, a 2.25 ERA. He has been stellar. Did not pitch stellar in this one as Willie Castro welcomes him to the show. This is a big test for Bobby, facing off still an incredible Atlanta Braves lineup. And Willie Castro leads things off with his 10th home run on the season. You got Acuna, Olsen, Riley, Harris, Albies, Murphy, and the list goes on. And Acuna is going to go to left field after getting an out. And that one, it took a while to drop. Already 2-0 Atlanta Braves. As Jared Carrabis likes to say, this lineup fucks. And oh boy, did it bring Bobby White out back and do something dirty to the boy. Next batter is Matt Olson, and he said, "You know what, I'm just going to take this one the deepest you've ever seen a ball be hit." This one absolutely tattooed into the bullpen. Not the farthest we've ever seen hit. Not the farthest we've seen hit in this series. But Matt Olson, you want to stick around. This game does not end up being pretty for the Rockies. Spoiler alert. But Matt Olson does some cool things. So if you're a fan of that, I guess, I don't know. Just stay around, I guess. As Olson obliterates that one almost 450 feet. And he hit a lot of yardage in terms of home runs. Nolan Jones, hey, he gets out of the inning. Clap, clap, clap. Everyone claps. Bobby White getting out of the inning, but he did give up 3 solo shots. And that home run bug starting to be an issue. Hopefully it does not roll over for him. Oscar Yanoa, one of the last slugging pitchers in the era where pitchers hit. I think there's a stat. He might have hit the last pitcher home run, I think. I don't know. That could be just me making that up. But look that up. That could be a fun trivia question. Dale Amador in the bottom of the first leading off here as he's going to get to second base. So trying to get into that lead that Atlanta has established early and trying to cut into it. A double for Amador, his 30th on the year. Nothing came of it. Bobby White, a clean second inning, as that is a changeup that gets Castro, who beat him in inning number 1. Acuna going to right field this time and clanking off of the out-of-town scoreboard. He's not stopping at second base. He wants the two most difficult parts of the cycle. He'll get a double, but we gunned out at third base for pretty good margin too. Thompson played that wall beautifully. Did play some outfield in the minors, so it's not like he's just out there because he profiles there athletically. He has played the outfield, mostly left field, for the Yard Goats in times. And Matt Olson is just going to do it again. And this time, this ball never landed. Let's see how far this ball was hit. 460 feet. Coors, if I've ever seen it. It's already the 4th home run given up by Bobby White. Good thing, though, silver linings, all solo shots. You're still only down 4-0. Not good, though, is giving up yet another one. That's 2 2/3 innings pitched, 5 home runs allowed. And that one was allowed by Austin Riley, an absolute savage in the box. Home run, 378 feet. So not a moon bomb, but hit pretty hard, pretty well. And in Coors, that travels over the fence. Amador's going to help out his pitcher, though. He's been helping out Bobby White all episode as he's going to go second decking. And Amador a double and a home run. The only one who's really shown up offensively for the Colorado Rockies. 444 Jay-Z fan alert. 103 off the old busy bat. And Amador, you might have noticed, also got rid of the locks. Is going complete shave after a not-so-great first year. And Willie Castro makes it 7-1 Braves. I think that's it for Bobby. That's his 6th home run given up. Not even 4 innings of work. And that one was just smoke, dude. That one was just a line drive out of here. And that is going to do it. As Ponce is going to go and get his man. And Bobby White, an uneventful outing in front of the home crowd. Going to bring up Coors Heavy, our man Sixto Sanchez. We love bringing him in garbage time, and it did not get much better from here on out. Matt Olson, yeah, this one is in center field. It's going to be an out as Doyle camps under. Actually lost it in the sun, so just the bad times keep rolling as the Braves now load him up. Also, Bo Bichette on this team, by the way, big fun fact. Austin Riley going to miss that one. It's 100 off the hand of Sixto, but Doyle just could not rein that one in, and now it's going to be 3 runs probably as Riley dumps this one into the right field corner. Olson turning around third base. The play is close, but ultimately Olson slides in there with the throw was on the first base side of home plate. And then Olson's going to make him pay again. His 3rd home run here in the 6th inning. Makes it 11-1 Braves. Matt Olson. Coors. And we're not even going to see it. I'm fed up. Matt Olson again. Yeah, why not? 4 home runs for Matt Olson. Jesus Louises, man. Yeah, that was it. We lose. Fun fact, if you thought we were going to win, you were wrong. There was no part. And we're just moving right along. Dale Amador smokes it. Bichette picks it up, fires to first base, and the Braves kick our ass. That's going to do it here for August. We're moving on to September, and let's check out this box score, I guess. You don't want to see it? Because I don't, but we will, because we do every game after every episode, so might as well. You know what moves up to 11-10, and Bobby White picks up his first loss as a professional, and we get swept by the Atlanta Braves here on a weekend afternoon in Coors Field. Austin Riley had a home run. Willie Castro had 2 home runs. Cunha had a home run. And then, of course, Matt Olson. 4 of those things making it Major League history. Why not? Just rub it in. Yeah, 5 for 5, 4 home runs, 4 RBI. That's disgusting. Everyone had a hit except for Sean Murphy. A double for Cunha, Albies, and Yanoa was fine through a few innings. We ended up scoring 4 runs. I had that home run and ended up getting a bunch of doubles towards the end of the game here. A triple by Brent Doyle. Sixto pitched to give a bunch of runs. Darius Vine pitched to give a bunch of runs, and that was it. To end our September, to begin our September, we're going to call up Jordan Beck and Ryan Feltner, as that is going to really do it. We end the month with 55 and 85 record, the worst record in Major League Baseball. Hashtag no bueno, hashtag not very good, hashtag bad. And it is unfortunately just what we got. And the worst record in the league. But yeah, there are a lot of good things though. Again, a lot of good things to look forward to. We had great performances by White, and we have our guys. We're also going to show the standings here, so if you want to see what's going on in the standings, this is what they're kind of looking like for the last month of the season, as everyone is getting ready to end this thing. At the wild cards, the American League, their wild cards, and kind of see who is going to be in fun races, and we'll keep an eye on the races as the month goes on. That's going to do it here with the Colorado Rockies. Thank you, Rockies fans, for joining us, and we'll see you next time.